Hello there, Internet. As you can see, I'm armed today because I'm about to demonstrate one of the, well, not one of the, but the most dangerous encounter you can run into when you're exploring the greatest MMO life. You know, when you go outside into the world, into the matrix. There are these like super dangerous creatures. Let me show you. Yeah. Stand up straight. This is a woman. Now, this is the class in the live MMO that is actually abusing cheat codes. Like, if you look, they're smaller than us. They don't look like physically imposing, but they have psychic abilities, like mind control powers and like passive auras that give you like huge debuffs to your ego and all that. It will make you embarrass yourself. If you approach this creature in a wrong way, it can ruin your entire run of life. Like, it can waste like decades of your life. It can cost you a lot of money. It can cause psychological trauma that will last you your entire life. It can also cause like bodily harm and like physical pain and all of those things. Like, it's very dangerous. So like, if you consider playing this mini game, the romance mini game that you can engage with these creatures, would consider that. Now, you might be thinking, like, if it's so dangerous, why even do it? Like, this class is so overpowered. Like, they're the support class. Having this creature in your party, having this overpowered support creature in your party can boost like your life experience, but like it's ridiculous how much this will fucking like boost your. Hang on, my battle cat is glitching. What's wrong? Having this fucking creature in your party can unlock like actual cheat codes that you can abuse yourself. Like, having this creature in your household can increase your gaming experience by providing cool, refreshed beverages while you're gaming, snacks in form of sandwiches and stuff like that. It's very, very useful. Now, it comes with the side effects. Like, this creature will always require your attention. This creature will also like bully you about your like personal hygiene and like stuff you do at home. Like, they hate it when you leave the toilet seat up and stuff like that. Like, now, what the fuck's wrong? I'm making a fucking video. What's wrong? What's wrong, dude? Alright, so to start the minigame, to actually recruit this person in your party, you need to like make a really good first impression, otherwise you skip the option entirely. So like, if you're like this, like walking and you spot a female and you're like, oh no, a wild female has appeared, what do I do? And you're like stuck thinking, then like it's a quick time event, right? If you miss the window, it's gone. So to make a first impression, you need to, like, should be your aim. Like if you're making a first impression, you need to show like the physical dominance, right? You might not have psychic powers, but you're bigger, you're stronger, and this support class likes that. It's just like in video games. Like support always needs a hard carry to be around them. It's the same thing. That's what they're looking for. So you need to approach with confidence, right? You can tell a woman is paying attention to you if she's looking at you. So depending where you are, you can just respond by looking back. That can work. Or you can choose to just introduce yourself or like greet them. Be like, hello, I am Slavic Savior. How you doing? And stuff like that. But never do like those cheesy pickup lines you see online, because she's probably heard that and like she's gonna think like you just gonna get a fucking notch on your belt and move on. So you actually should aim to recruit this support class into your party, because that's the goal. Now there's different subclasses of the female support class, and there's no way, like different subclasses act differently and have different perks, but there's no way to identify it other than pretty much like the environment they're in. So like if you're looking for a certain subclass, it's good to look in the places that you would expect the subclass. Like, and also the approach should vary on where you're doing this. Also, when you think about making the move, there's this rule: don't shit where you eat, because like we've talked about the risks, right? This can cause you like psychological trauma and stuff, and these have like lasting debuffs. Like if you attempt to hit on a woman that's like in your like occupation, you know, like a co-worker, this can ruin your employment. You might have to look for another job if you do this improperly. So like if it's a place that you like going to, like your job, like obviously you like doing that because it like feeds you and pays your rent and all that. Like I would really like think about what you're doing, right? Like don't just do it like when you spot your target, right, for the recruitment. Don't just immediately hop on it. Like take some time, think about it, and then like if you decide to go with it, do it like politely, like before you like ask about the stuff, like make sure you say like, this is like, I know this might be an uncomfortable, like doing this in a workplace and stuff, but I really enjoy your company and I would like to offer you to join my party, right? You can just say it like that. Also, don't never lie to a woman, because like when she finds out, like it's over. And also like you should not worry about like there's a lot of guys like looking for this, and they always worry about like, how do I do it, like how will the woman like me. Make it about yourself, because different players like different things, right? The same goes to the females. Like they have different preferences. You can never tell. Like even if they're of the same subclass, they can still have entirely different like preferences, and like you can never satisfy what you don't know. So just be proud of your hobbies and stuff and your personality. And if the person, if your target likes it, the female, then that's the one. If she doesn't like it, then you found out, yeah, she doesn't appreciate me, and you move on, right? So to actually make the move, right? We'll go through some examples, right? What I would do, and then I will give you an actual example of what I did. I already tried this once. Now I'm just waiting to see how it goes, right? So I will name a few places and what I would do in that situation. Like, let's see you're in a grocery store, right? You have a couple options. Like, if you see a female, like first, before you make a move, you need to find your target, right? So keep looking around you, right? Pay attention. If you see a female that you would like to try to recruit, then you need to approach this person, or it's not gonna happen, right? So let's see, I'm in an aisle in a grocery store, and I see a female that I would like to recruit. So I'd be like, this is like because this is very risky thing to do, because you can look like a creep and stuff, but if you don't do it, you won't get it, right? So I would be like, excuse me, do you mind helping me find this thing? I'm trying to like cook this, right? And like, I don't know, right? So if usually the woman, when she like, when you make a good impression on a woman, this you can't really affect this. Like, it's the way you carry yourself and the way you look. If she likes that, then she will comply with this. She will try to help you, right? And that's your indication. Then you should that you could try to make something happen there, right? So you can look in her shopping basket, right? And see, oh, you have this and this, so we're probably like doing some cooking later. Are you an experienced cook, right? And she says, yeah, I am. So you can keep going with this. Like, you can be like, oh, I've never made this before. I'm not sure how to do it. Would you be willing to give me some tips, right? And if she's like, yeah, so then you can like try to introduce yourself. You say, hey, my name is this and that. What's your name? Can I have your number so I can call you when I'm doing this for some tips? That's like what I would do. But when I'm like shopping, I don't really pay attention to others, so I'm not looking out. But if I was to approach this in a shopping mall, this is how I would do it. Then you have like your co-workers and stuff. That I would like, if I see a person I like at my job, I would give it at least like 2 months before I make it clear. Just try to hang out with the person like a good coworker, because team building is always good. Like, it doesn't have to be your party, right? If it's your coworker, it's good to like break the ice, hang out during lunch hours and stuff, so you can co-work better, right? If you see like you're doing well with this person as a co-worker, you can go like, oh, we make a great team together. How about we form a party, right? That's it, right? If she's no, then be like, okay, I meant no disrespect. I hope we can keep just working together. It was just a suggestion. There's no hard feelings. Like, I'm sorry if I offended you. This, I understand. This has no business, right? In like occupation, but I just felt the need to express that, right? That's it, right? But really consider the risks of this, because some people can take offense. You need like a sixth sense to feel that out, right? Then there's places like if you're looking for some female that's like more sexually active and aggressive, you can go like to a pub, right? But then it's very risky business, because there's drugs involved and alcohol. There's a lot of other people, right? Like, in order for a romance mini game to even take place, you need to actually separate the female, the support class, from the environment. Like, you need to try to get them one-on-one interaction, because their psychic powers are enhanced by people around them, right? Like if you pull a move on a woman that's like with 5 of her woman friends, they will fucking ridicule you, unless you're hot, right? Like, you can, even if you're ugly, like, it can work, but if it fails, like, then they will go at you. Like, it's not worth the risk. Like, try to separate them and be prepared for rejection. Now now what I did, because I said you don't shit where you eat, right? But I'm going to a gym for like 6 months now, and like the last 3 months I changed gyms because better opening hours. I'm going to this different gym now for these 3 months. And the first day I came there, I saw this female work at the bar, making those protein shakes and stuff. And I was like, yeah, this is exactly the Princess Peach that I'm looking for, right? But I shouldn't be like doing this because I wanna like exercise here and I don't wanna change gyms, right? So I didn't make nothing out of it, right? But as time progressed, I was like making these like small like hints, like just idle conversation. Like, I don't, like, when I go to a gym, I never take pre-workout, nothing like that. I just have a protein shake at the end, just because it's I don't think it's good for you. Like, the best thing is just food, but I like the flavor because it tastes like fucking ice cream, and I use it as motivation to keep working out. Like, the motivation is the lifting, right? But like a reward to myself, some treat. Instead of grabbing chocolate or actual ice cream, I just get the protein shake. And I also enjoy like having someone like do it for me, right? So every time she made a protein shake for me, I just chugged it and I'm like, it's just like my mama used to make, right? Or I was saying like, oh, you're such an incredible cook, like, well done, right? Or some mad skills, right? Every time I complimented her on just doing the protein shake, and she always responded in like these like hints. I also noticed her like always looking at me when I wasn't looking. When I turn around, I always see like the eye contact was there. So after like these 3 months, this Friday, I made a move, right? So as usual, I chug my protein shake. Oh yeah, it's delicious. Well done, as usual. And then I followed up with, well, since you're so nice to me and you always treat me to such a meal, right, you're cooking for me, I'd like to repay the favor. How about a dinner together, right? And she said yes, right? So I'm like, okay, so how about tomorrow night, right? I can take you out to dinner. And she's like, oh, sorry, I'm working tomorrow. Some like, how about whenever you're free then? So just tell me when you're free. And she starts like looking through like her like diary and stuff. I think she was looking at the shift patterns, and I'm like, I was just ready to move out, right? So I'm like, okay, just think about it. I go here every day of the week, so I'll see you tomorrow here, and you can tell me tomorrow, right? I didn't even take her phone number, nothing. And the next day I walked to the gym. I was ready to skip that day because it was like painfully hot outside, and when I reached the gym, I was like almost fainting out of the heat. And I see there's a fucking dude at the bar. So I'm like, okay, maybe they like change shifts in the afternoon. And in the afternoon, there's an entirely different woman there. So I finished my workout, and I say to this woman, I'm like, wasn't there supposed to be the other princess behind the bar? She was like, yeah. She didn't come to work. I'm like, what happened? Did something happen to her? Or like, what's going on? She's like, I don't know. So maybe I failed. Maybe she quit her job to avoid me because I'm a creep. But that's just what comes with this. Like now, it's just a matter of waiting, right? And I did this to myself. I should have taken her phone number, but I think this makes a good impression because you don't you don't want to make her feel like she's in the position of power, right? Like you don't want to keep bothering her, right? That's exactly how I threw the invitation out there on the table. Like it was just like idle chat, right? I wasn't like begging her or nothing like that. You don't want to do that because like females, they will abuse the shit out of, like when they see they have like control over you and they see the psychic powers work, then it's over. They will abuse the shit out of it. So now I'm just waiting till she's next on. She might have quit the job entirely to avoid me, then yeah, that's game over. But you know, like something might have came up, like you never know what happens. So that's it. So I will let you know how it went. In any case, in the next video that will go into more detail, like how to treat women and stuff, because this is an important skill. Like one thing I didn't say, having the female support class in your party unlocks infinite party size, because like just living with a female in your party will cause new players to emerge out of their vagina. They will spawn at level 0 and go through the 20-year tutorial, but here's the kicker. They are custom built depending on you and your female party member. They inherit all your physical ability scores. So the healthier and stronger you are and smarter, right? So make sure you train video games, make sure you train your body in order to spawn the greatest players. Also through this tutorial, the 20-year tutorial, you can give them guidance and XP boost by a feature that's called parenting, I guess, right? And this way you can create a massive party, and these new party members can do the same thing when they reach maturity. So this way you can have a giant fucking empire of players, like your own custom-built clan, and you can dominate life. Like you can do, like teamwork makes the dream work, right? And these new players will have the family feature, right? So they will inherently respect you unless you fuck up, right? So be a good parent and you will dominate the whole galaxy eventually, because it snowballs. Like building a stable, proper family, the party, it just keeps getting bigger, better, and yeah, that's how empires are built. And yeah, that's, well, anyway, this is very complicated topic, and I hope in next video about this I will be like more like organized and clear. But this is very confusing. But you just have to do it. The psychic powers, you can build resiliency towards that, but they will never go away. Like exposure with these like dangerous creatures, the females, will lessen the impact of their like fear aura, right? But it's never gone. Like you can see this on the like in videos online, like the famous like millionaires, the YouTubers, the actual like entrepreneurs, they also suffer this. Like you can see, like when they're interacting with females, they just act different. Like the debuffs of their psychic abilities are always there. You just get better and better at like tolerating it and hiding it. You can use substances like alcohol to negate these, but then you're affected by the substance instead, and that's never good, because then you like lose control of your body, and like if you get hammered one day and you're sick for 3 days after, it's actual poison for the body. So never do that. But like maybe a glass or two for the courage, it actually works. So yeah, but anyway, that's all I wanted to say in this video, and we'll see how it goes. I'll keep you updated, and eventually we will master this mini game together, and yeah, we will all get our parties. And now I have to destroy this thing, this abomination, throw it out. So bye bye.